What's up, gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to get into the raw reality of how race affects dating overseas. Now, before we get into that, make sure to smash the like button. It helps me out with the algorithm. Costs you nothing, means the world to me. I'm Joshua Hall. I've been all over the world. I talk a little bit about how to make money online so you can move abroad, live a better lifestyle, and date higher quality women. Now, if that interests you, make sure to subscribe. Now, with all of that said, let's get into this video. So as I said, I've been all around the world. I've dated all over the world. And what I'm about to share with you in this video is probably not going to be what some of you want to hear, but it is not my job to tell you what you want to hear. It is my duty to tell you what you need to hear so that your expectations align with reality if you choose to do the things that I share on this channel. So here is the truth. The truth is, it is 100% true that your race is going to affect your dating experience no matter where in the world you go. Now, some of these places, it's going to affect it more than others, and depending where you're coming from, it may have less of an effect. And it also depends what your race is. So if you're Asian, or if you're Black, or Indian, or Middle Eastern, or Latin American. And it also depends on your skin color. Obviously, people have pointed out, oh, you're not super black, you're not dark enough, which is true. I am not super dark. And that has surely affected some of my experience. It also depends if you are coming from one of these legacy brand countries. So a Black guy in the United States or Canada probably going to be treated a little bit differently than a Black guy coming from Africa. And a lot of that has to do with the perception as well as the legacy brand, and then also because of some of the immigration things that are happening in Europe, for example. And so as you can see, there is a lot of context that needs to be in place in order for this video to fit your personal circumstances, which is a big reason I opened a Patreon. You can join that down below if that interests you, because you just can't make these blanket statements. But with that said, people who tell you race doesn't matter are either lying to you or deceiving you, because it 100% does affect your dating experience. Now, like I said, it depends where in the world you're going. So a place like Asia for Black guys probably going to affect your experience more than a place like Western Europe. It also depends where in Asia. China, Hong Kong, those kind of places, probably going to be a little bit less tolerant than a place like Bangkok, Thailand. So you can see it's a spectrum. And you might be wondering what my experience was like in those places that I said it definitely does affect your dating experience. Well, I didn't have bad experiences, but it is unquestionable that a guy who is fairer skinned than me, who does the exact same things that I do, has the same bank account that I do, same SMV level, same looks level, probably gonna do better because they are placed on a pedestal in those types of countries. There is a reason Asian women like white men is a stereotype. Now, with that said, it doesn't mean you can't have success. It just means it's not going to be as easy. As I mentioned in another one of my videos, there are definitely segments of the population all over the world that have a thing or fetishize, if you will, Black dudes or Indian dudes or Muslim dudes or Middle Eastern dudes or Asian dudes. It doesn't matter. Obviously, I speak about Black guys and mulatto guys like me because that's what my personal experience is. And then there are other places in the world, I would say east of Germany kind of area, and this is a really big generalization, which I'm going to apologize for in advance. Most of that area, you're probably going to be dinged maybe a point, depending on a lot of the factors I talk about. Where are you coming from? The exact color of your skin. But I would say more important to those people are going to be the things that I talk about on this channel. So, do you dress well? Are you well put together? Do you speak well? Are you friendly? How do you present yourself? Which ultimately leads me to the entire point of this video. You obviously cannot control your race. So don't let that be a deciding or determining factor for what you do with your dating life or your life in general. You need to focus on the things that you can control, as cheesy as that sounds. So focus on maximizing your appearance, building your social skills, being well dressed, well presented, building a social circle if you have the time to do so. All those things are going to be able to make up for the point or two you may be dinged for your race. But like I said, those things are in your control. And so on this channel, I want you to maximize the things that you can control so that it minimizes the effect of the things that you can't control, such as your height, such as your race. Those are things you can't control, can't really do anything about those things. But you can control those other factors that probably mean more to a vast majority of the world than your race. Which isn't to say that there aren't some people out there who aren't racist or just purely would never date someone from a different race. That is undoubtedly true, but that is such a small percentage of the entire human population, but it gets blown up to the point where people think it is such a major factor. And in my experience, it truly has not been. And I've been doing this for around 10 years. So that is the raw reality and the truth about how race affects dating overseas. Now, thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it. Make sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. Drop a comment down below and share your experience dating wherever in the world, and share your race if you choose to do so as well, so that we can further this conversation. And so that's going to wrap up this video. I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, peace, much love.